Next year it will be US elections again. And you know what that means. Fake news and political disinformation on social media. With yet another controversial decision made by Elon Musk, it's likely to get even worse on X. Do you get your news from there? Watch out. Musk decided to ditch his team working to prevent disruption to elections. Oh, and he also disabled a feature that lets us users report disinformation about elections, except in the European Union. Removing security measures like this could make upcoming elections even messier than they already are. But why is social media so critical in elections nowadays? And how will AI make things even more complicated? Let's take a closer look. Gaming the algorithm. Social media has become one of the most important places for us to get information and form our political opinions. And political actors are trying to use the platforms to manipulate opinions in their favor. We've all seen bots pushing a political agenda. It's often the ones with weird names. They post, comment, like, and share. Those activities lead to algorithms favoring that content, even if it's disinformation, and pushing it into our feeds. Experts argue that generative AI will supercharge this, especially as faked images, videos, and audios are way easier to produce now. Image and voice generators could take disinformation to a whole new level, and it's already happening. Recently, Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis released a video in order to attack his rival Donald Trump. It shows AI-generated pictures of the ex-president hugging and kissing Dr. Anthony Fauci. Fauci is the former chief medical advisor who became a target for conservatives during the COVID-19 pandemic. In Brazil, a manipulated video circulated during last year's presidential elections. The fake used a famous anchor and had her announce that acting President Jair Bolsonaro was leading the polls when he was not. Recently, a politician from India's ruling party, BJP, released an audio snippet. It supposedly features the voice of a lawmaker from the opposition accusing his own party members of corruption. A fact check from journalists concluded that the clip was very likely fake. Such fakes can really harm political actors, even if they are debunked. Once they spread, it's too late. That's why it is important that the platforms have safeguards in place to minimize the distribution of such content. But deepfakes could also be a way to avoid accountability. It is very easy for politicians to claim that unwanted content of them was made by AI. Where do we go from here? Platforms are still trying to find ways to deal with political disinformation and deepfakes. Google, for example, will soon require political ads to disclose if images or audio used are AI-generated. The new rule will start mid-November on Google's platforms, including YouTube. Meta already partners with independent third-party fact-checkers that flag posts containing misinformation. Those posts will then have their reach limited, for example by not getting recommended in your feed. Also, Meta is trying to make political ads more transparent by labeling them and verifying their source, for example. TikTok, on the other hand, is not allowing paid political ads on its platform in the first place and claims to combat the spread of misinformation. None of these attempts are perfect, but at least they try. Other than X. I think we as users should also take action. A good strategy is to be skeptical about images and audios circulating on social media. Be aware of the context and check the source. Also, try to find reports on the same story done by trustworthy media outlets. And of course, be aware that political actors on social media always have an agenda they're pushing.